Hello, welcome to the Animation Breakfast Stream, or the Animation Breakfast Stream, and good morning. That's the words. Swifty's just getting herself a cup of tea, and yeah. Oh, I need to properly share her screen. There we go. Blank canvas, because I believe Indy's going to be working on a print design, like an illustration that she would hope to sell in the future as a print, and I'll be continuing my Vertical Lady t-shirt design today. How are you all? How is it going for you today? My sore throat is mildly improved. It's reduced itself down to a cough. An annoying whistly cough, but a cough nonetheless. And so I'm drinking copious amounts of water, hoping to flush it out of my system. And that's about the gist of it. There is a wailing cat in the background.
Hello, dolphins.
Wow, that was fast tea.
Well, that's because it's only half made. I still have to stir it and take the tea bags out.
Ah.
But I didn't want to be too long.
Yeah, use your spoon.
You sure?
My spoon's infected.
Infected?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the cold.
There you go. There's a restream chat.
You're spying on my screen, Michael.
You're showing everyone in there.
Oh my, I'm exposed.
And good morning, Reginald Marsh. Welcome.
Good morning. Hark there, traveller. Come in. Put your feet up, take a load off.
I think you're giving them a whole dose of like ASMR tea making.
I hope so. You guys ready?
Oh. Careful with the clink. I think you're doing okay.
Yep. Listen to that tea. Okay. I think I'm fishing out my tea bag. Cool. There you are. Enjoy, sir.
Thank you. I now have and have procured from my inventory, or wait, no, equipment list, a cup of tea. Plus 5 to,
It's a one-use item. Don't waste it.
It's got 5 sips.
Pretty big sips. Downing your tea. Your red hot tea.
Oh, it's good on the throat.
Good. I'm glad. Morning, Haddock. Morning, David. I want to drink some mine. Mine's hot.
You know, in D&D, my character has a brewing supply thing, and I thought it would be beers, but maybe you could like utilize it for making some of your teas.
For what now?
In D&D, my character has brewing supplies.
Well, you do as well.
I wonder if those would cover making tea.
We could make some in-game mead.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
I could infuse it with good berries.
Oh, so good. We could do that. Yeah, Mike's looking at me because we literally discovered the other week that we have like a giant keg upstairs. Basically, like a giant glass keg that's just sitting there not being used.
I can't believe I've not seen that. I can't believe I've not looked up there.
It's got a tap on the side and everything. I was like, we should make some mead with this.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so I want to do some fan art today. I want to make a start on some prints for Thoughtful. So I've got like a couple of options of things I could do. I could do, for example, Jet Set Radio. I could try and do a Sonic thing. I could do a Critical Role thing. Or the Adventure Zone.
I could set up a poll.
I could do Hollow Knight or...
Probably easier if people just like typed in suggestions though.
Yeah. Or Full Metal Alchemist. So what do you guys think? What of those ideas sounds good to you?
Hey, Amlet. Hello.
Hey, Amlet. Good Friday.
We have tea. Delicious tea.
Reginald, welcome.
Yeah,
I already
folks.
said welcome to you, but welcome again because you're new. You get double welcome.
Double welcome.
Alex says Sonic. Morning, Bernie. How's it going? How are you this fine morning?
I think I'm gonna need to clean up my computer with its backing storage because I think it's struggling to allocate itself space.
Oh really?
I want to scratch this. Yeah, every so often it's like, I don't have enough space to think. I'm gonna actually take a moment to check that it's not in fact made two temporary files, because sometimes it does that. It saves a temporary file and then it dumps that, stops looking at that, and makes an entirely new one. And therefore it just takes up double the amount of space that it should.
Fair enough.
No, it's only got one. Jeez. Jeez all. Okay.
Oh jeez. Guess it's too late to make a poll, so I will just go with whatever my heart feels. Just gonna follow my heart.
And what did your heart say?
What does your heart say? My heart thinks Sonic or Pokemon will be fun. I kind of wish I could see both of the movies before doing a poster though, just in case I wanted to take any inspiration from them.
I mean, you've seen the trailers for both.
Well, yeah, I have, but that doesn't mean that I know anything that's gonna go on in the movie.
It's true. I don't know if Sonic movie will even be out by Bubble, so...
Maybe I'll try and do a Metal Alchemist thing. I'm still trying to convince you to watch it, and I haven't.
You've convinced me, I just haven't had the time. Well, I have had the time. I just haven't chosen to watch that.
So I'll do a few rough compositions. And we'll see what sticks out. I need to get some reference so I know what the Elric boys look like.
The Elric boys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pop band.
The Elric boys. Them boys.
With their latest hit song, An Eye for an Eye.
Equivalent exchange, you mean?
That's what I was making a joke about, yes.
Yeah. So I like it. Good album name. Oh no, you got a sniffy! Brian, no! Oh, I'm sorry I'm not that you have a sore throat. That sucks, everyone's so ill. And yeah, I did hear that Paramount are going to change Sonic's design.
Yep.
I think I feel the same way that a lot of people working in the animation industry feel. We're all kind of wondering how that's going to happen without everyone having to basically redo all of their work again. I hope if they do have to redo all their work, that they at least get paid and get extra time to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not just a horrible, horrible crunch. That makes me feel like maybe the change will just be a few tweaks. Like making the eyes bigger, maybe, and slightly changing the face shape. Because I feel like if it's anything more than that, they're going to have to completely reanimate everything.
Yeah, they will.
You know? They've got to consider the eye line meeting that of the actors, which they've already filmed footage from. They've got to think about, you know, re-rigging, potentially. They've got to think about anything that Sonic interacts with in the real world, and just every single piece of animation won't work if the rigging is different.
It's going to need a second pass for everything.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be able to just be like, well, here's the new model.
Yeah, it's not just like, well, we'll just slap that on there.
Hope it works, lol.
Perfect.
Because anything with secondary motion will have been physics driven.
Yeah. It won't. Yeah, that or just hand animated. I'm very surprised. Like this is not something that usually happens with big films like this. Is that they would go back to the redesign phase.
It's not unprecedented.
No, but it feels like it is. It's such a big film.
Because that Battle Alita film, I'm sure the first trailer came out and everyone got weirded out by her face.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they went through and slightly tweaked her face to be a little less uncanny.
Yeah.
But that's way different.
Yeah, it was. It's a bit of a less intense change, unless it's not.
The thing I saw as well is that they had a, the clacker card for films that they use to mark when they're filming.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, they've done all the live action shooting that's finished.
Yeah.
So between now and release, it would have been all the visual effects to be done. So that I'm gonna guess that it wasn't quite finished. Trailer stuff was.
Yeah, but the actual film wasn't. I don't think that's unusual for them to be like, prioritize these shots because we need them for the trailer.
No, it's not, which means like there'll be a lot of shots that were still to have been done that at least won't need to be redone, I would think. But yeah.
You'd hope. I'd love to hear from some of the Sonic crew. I know that they probably can't say anything, or they'll lose their jobs. But I'd love to hear like what is going on behind the scenes, just if it is something that is doable, or if they are kind of the victims in the situation.
I wish we knew someone that we could like confidentially just ask.
Yeah. Yeah, SB, I agree. And they did, I guess, and people didn't really like it, but they really didn't show us a full-on, close-up, moving view of it until the trailer came out. But I agree, it would be nice for them just to show, like, a short clip. Ages and ages and ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
As a test the waters type deal.
You would have thought that would have done some small group tests.
Well, maybe they did, but maybe they did it with people who didn't. No, of course they wouldn't do it with people who don't have a clue who Sonic is. Unless they did because that's their audience.
They might have, yeah.
But surely you'd think that they would do it with people who are fans of Sonic. In which case, I can't imagine they would be like, this design is great. Well done.
You know what? They will have had to have shown it to Sonic Team.
Yeah.
That design passed approval at Sonic Team. There's no way it couldn't have.
Yeah.
Because they're so, like, possessive over it. So
it's true. It's very strange. Having worked at Sega Hardlight, which, for those who don't know, is actually a very, very small company. When I was working there, it's the UK Mobile Game Studio branch. But even though we were, just the Mobile Game Studio branch who were making Sonic games, Sega was still so very specific about the Sonic model and what we could do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryony, I hope it's not a shit show. I really hope that everything has been planned for, To be honest though, even if those shots in the trailer were the only shots they animated, only having 6 months to complete the animation is still a crazy fast time.
That's not enough time.
Yeah, because it's meant to be out in November or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you've got to add on...
So they haven't planned that well either way.
You've got to add on all the promotional and marketing material will need to be remade and redistributed. Just shipping the film out itself to cinemas will take time. I would delay it for 18 months.
Yeah.
Just same date, 2020.
Reginald says, no, the Sonic movie is going to be a masterpiece. The peak of not only entertainment, but human achievement as a whole.
Yeah.
I like the positive attitude. Yeah. I'm more okay with them doing it if they're okay to push it. I'm okay to wait. I mean...
When is
I'm
Detective
excited.
Pikachu going to be out?
Also November, I think. No, wait, it's out super soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out sometime in May, because we
so
were going to go and see it with some friends.
they were never going to be, directly competing
That's
with that
true.
film anyway.
True that.
Although a lot of people are citing that as a better example of taking a stylized anime design and realizing it by not altering the base proportions too much.
That's true. I think also Detective Pikachu has a humour about itself.
Yeah.
Like, they're really leaning into the goofiness of it. What with Pikachu having, what's his name voicing him?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. They're really leaning into the comedy and the goofiness of it, whereas Sonic in Gangster's Paradise looked like it was taking itself quite seriously. In which case you need to be able to have a design that people can take seriously.
I'm not sure they were taking themselves that seriously by matching Gangster's Paradise to Sonic.
It felt like some parts of it they were trying to make feel very epic with Gangster's Paradise, even though I don't think the song really fit the trailer or the tone. I think Pokemon will definitely spark a whole line of video game movies. I'd be surprised if Mario the movie isn't already in the works. Oh, Metroid movie would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Would it?
I think so. As long as if they do a Legend of Zelda movie, it has to be animated.
By Ghibli.
Yeah, do not give me a live action Legend of Zelda movie. Or I'm sure that they would not be able to do that well. It's time for me to draw through. Because obviously if his arm was like this and I put his elbow in completely the wrong place. Oh, India.
Oh, India.
Oh, India, you fool.
I just like painted out her groin so I can remove the black bar. Now she's just shapes.
Still looks very pretty.
I just want to like make sure I'm getting the twist on the torso right.
I think I've moved the arms too far away from him. I think that's the problem. From here, arms. His arm needs room. That's better. I can hear that music. It sounds really nice.
It is good.
Could you hook me up with which track you're listening to? Yes, Night in the Woods reference.
This is
SB.
To the Moon and Beyond.
SBO was seeking the same thing.
Has there been an animated thing that there's a live action adaptation of and it wasn't bad?
Super Mario Brothers? Don't laugh.
Debatable.
What's the name of that service we're using again? Epidemic?
Yeah, Epidemic Sound.
Okay.
Let me think. Ghost in the Shell, I would say, was visually impressive, but I stopped watching it and I don't often back out of a film.
What's that now?
Ghost in the Shell was
The live action
like, visually amazing, but the story just like didn't hook me. It might have been more successful had I not watched the original.
Yeah. Night Night SB.
Right.
Sequel.
Just felt like I was being served the same surface imagery without the supporting context to make it meaningful.
Okay. I haven't seen it. To be fair.
Live action adaptation.
There we are. I'm in the playlist too, enjoying the music as well.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, if you guys could choose a movie, a video game to be adapted into live action, what would you choose?
I would choose the Legacy of Kain series.
Oh.
Because I think the storytelling in that was really clever. And I think that would easily hold up.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's got enough grimdark as well to actually suit the way that filmmakers like to grimdark their films.
I agree. I think it would be a really cool film. Especially if it got someone to direct it like whoever directed Blade.
Yeah, yeah. Who would I get to direct it?
Same people who directed, is it called Underdark or something?
Underdark?
There's a series of movies about vampires.
Oh, Underworld.
Like. Yeah. I just haven't seen them.
They might do a good job. Yeah. But I would want them to get. I think her name was Amy. I keep wanting to say Amy Lee, but that might be the singer from
Amy Lee is Wake Me Up. Can't wake up.
I want to get this right. Amy Hennig.
Amy Hennig. Cool.
She was the... Later, she acted as the director, producer, and writer for Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. She also directed and wrote Soul Reaver 2 and Legacy of Kain Defiance. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Like, it's a really well crafted story involving time travel.
Wow. They're hard to do.
Yeah. This is a massive spoiler, so I'm gonna say it off stream, but to India.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
I can never watch Soul Reaver the movie now. Because I know the dramatic climax.
Sorry.
I'll never watch it now when it's finally made.
Wait. What did I mute?
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. So you just spoiled it for everyone, Mike.
Oh.
I hope you realise that you're a terrible person now. Well, we're really sorry about that, guys, for accidentally spoiling everyone.
Bryony says he's joking.
Ah, okay, good. Hardik, you smooth customer, you.
My brain is just seeing those pink blobs outside kidneys. This is me trying to figure out where the hip bones would be. I'm sure there's some. Do you guys have access to like good hip bone guides that you could link me to? I think I might have put it in the egg bar, the thing I'm thinking of, but any will do. Well, good ones will do.
This is 100% a Sonic the Hedgehog pose, by the way, guys. One of my favourite Sonic poses. One of my favourite pieces of professional art of Sonic. From way back in 1993.
What are you drawing?
For Metal Alchemist.
Oh. okay.
How come?
So you're drawing full Metal Alchemist with a Sonic pose?
Well, this pose is a cool pose, but people wouldn't necessarily relate it to Sonic. It's just a cool piece of trivia.
Cool.
In terms of the reason I'm doing this pose and I like this pose.
Gotcha.
For anyone who's interested.
Everyone is interested in you, India.
Thank you, Mike. That's very affirming.
You're welcome.
Let's get Alphonse in there. I might need to shrink Ed down.
Icon GMS. Do you guys accept commissions? We are thinking of opening up commission slots in the near future.
Yep, we sure are. We don't right now just because we have a lot of work on, but like Mike said, we were thinking of opening that up in the future. Probably in about 4 to 6 weeks.
They said thank you and good luck.
Aw. No worries at all. Thanks very much. Deadlines at the minute are kicking our ass, but we're doing our best to keep our heads above water. You know how it be.
Parents are pissed, but the kids love it.
I like that you've started saying that now.
I don't know where you got that from.
It's lyrics from a Eminem song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get to make his hand bigger.
You like big hands.
I do, and I cannot lie. You other artists can't deny.
When they walk in with an itty bitty wrist and a palm all up in your face. I can't remember the lyrics to
You get scared. What? Drawing hands is hard, but also hands are awesome.
Yeah, I had a bit of bit of a challenge drawing the hand in this one.
Oh yeah, you were saying that you were being helped by Emla and Hardick.
I was, yeah.
It's cool.
I'm still being helped by the two. Hardick's gonna go look for a hip thing.
And that I was going to do a little bit of Metal Alchemist fan art. What be you drawing? I need to find a picture of Alphonse. Alphonse will probably actually dictate the size that Edward is in this picture.
Do you actually hate drawing hands, or do you dislike the feeling that you struggle to draw them? That's directed at Tim.
Yeah.
doing the drawing through method that you were talking about.
Yeah, super useful. So I should remember to do more.
I'm only asking Tib because I think it's important to distinguish like the truth for the hyperbole.
What?
I don't know, like like if you're going to approach doing something and you have this kind of obstacle in front of you, if you like, oh, I hate doing that, it's very different from I hate struggling to do that. I think it's important to communicate with both yourself and others where the struggle actually is. I don't know.
I think that's that. I just wasn't sure what you were meaning with the hyperbole.
I just mean that Tibbs communicated to us that she's like, I hate drawing hands, which I think is hyperbole of like exaggerating or saying something that isn't necessarily. It's an exaggeration.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, and let me too. I'm excited to draw it. It's a very cool design.
Tibbs says, I know, like, I'm just having a lot of issues with trying to practice things about it at the moment, and I think it's just resulting in avoiding drawing altogether. Do you have any advice for Tib with that?
You just gotta go for it, dude. Just plunge in. I think. I know that it's scary, but there's nothing to disarm fear. Like just going for it. You'll get into it faster than you think. And you'll realise that it's not as hard as you thought, not as scary as you thought. Yeah, sometimes there's no better advice than just to just go for it. We'll be here for you to try and help out. And everyone in the peg world will be there for you to try and help out too. So you're not alone in the struggle, don't worry. My computer decided it's gonna explode. Show me the reference image. Don't take me to Pinterest. Well, Amla, you had to have taken some plunges in order to get where you are artistically, right? Because you have a great grasp on anatomy. You're really good at drawing hands, especially female bodies. So, how did you get there? When it was hard and it was difficult to learn certain parts. Oh, Tibbs. But don't be afraid to just give yourself a day either, you know? Come on, pen. Work. I've got a big delay on my end trying to get this brush to work.
Hey, David.
Hey, David. Wait, you were here before. I saw you in the beginning.
I think David is like in the past, but that's okay.
Oh, David. Okay, I've got the basics of the armor in. Let's put the proper detail in, if possible.
I like to think of drawing a bit like the same quote from Pirates of the Caribbean. And you can...
That boat. Wind in your sails?
A better one. No. You can take out the fact that it's centric around what a man can do. And substitute what someone can do. But in the film...
Isn't the quote, there are things a man can't do and things a man can do?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And it's kind of likened to cheating.
Mm-hmm. Like,
you cheated. Like, there's things that you can do and there's things you can't do. And you could win by doing the things you can do. I think anything that serves as a way to help you draw is valid. Like, people often say, you know, color picking or tracing or anything like that is a crutch and is cheating. But I don't think there is, aside from the plagiarism aspect of taking found elements and putting them in your work, as long as you're honest and transparent about that, you can use them to learn. And learning's the journey.
Yeah. I agree. Do whatever you need to do to learn. You know, everyone gets there different ways. And everyone needs help getting there. It's the one thing they don't tell you. But you start to learn it when you meet a lot of different artists, and the story's always the same.
Yeah. What was the last thing you just said? I was reading the chat, so I...
Which bit?
The very last thing you said.
When you talk to a lot of different artists and the story's always the same?
Yeah, yeah.
Alphonse is a really fun character. Yeah, I like to think everything is just practice.
What if what if you did like some perspective studies, Hardik, and you drew a box in like a cube in a 3D grid, and then you drew a figure interacting with the box, like lifting it or pushing against it in the same 3D grid.
That's
in
cool.
The same perspective grid.
That's kind of like what Tib was having me do, except with like an added figure.
And then you have hopefully a ground plane that the box is interacted with as well, with the grid.
I love it when a brush decides it's going to suddenly do a massive big black blob across the piece. It's great. It's my favourite. Second only to when I do a stroke and 5 minutes later the program decides it will make the stroke. Welcome to Salty Friday. Oh, that's nice. You know, David, I thought you were going to take the entire weekend off. But I'm still glad that you at least got Saturday and maybe some on Friday. That's a good question, Hardick. Have any thoughts, Mike?
Hardick says, I've done a Doig, but I fear what I'm studying is not accurate. How do I get it accurately to begin with?
What you could do, just to jump in, is you could take a picture in perspective from Google of an environment and then map the perspective to that in Krita and then draw your character in that. So you know you're starting from
a real world, accurate field of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I see what the problem is. I've done his face too wide. That's more like it. Oh, David, thank you. I haven't drawn it before, so this is a lot of fun for me because I really like the designs of the characters.
I wish there were things that I could help you with, David, to like prioritize and deprioritize and like let certain projects go, but
we have the same problem.
Yeah.
In that we're trying to keep up with everything and probably taking on too much, but you know we've done it now, so we just have to go for it. I hope that when this is over, we can all get together and have a cocktail or something. We'll come to Texas and we'll all have a big barbecue blowout. And then we'll just lie on the floor somewhere and not get up for a couple of hours. Gotta get that little samurai ponytail. One of the coolest parts of the design.
Hey Tyler.
Hey Tyler, good morning. How long is that ponytail? Long enough for me to bring back round to the front? It's pretty long. Bring it back round.
Come on, Photoshop, you got this. Give me back control. Oh cool, Bryony's got the house to herself for the
Oh, awesome!
weekend.
That sounds like an awesome weekend, Briny. We have the house to ourselves too, but we're working all weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah, our flatmate's over at some events in the UK, I think.
Oh, by the way, Declan really liked the brownie. And he said to say thank you very much.
Yeah.
He was very flattered that you thought to give him one. Flourish, Metal Alchemist. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a quick little value pass. Here's a quick little value pass.
I wonder if the definition for a professional artist is someone who can still make art while they're sad and motivated.
What we need.
That was a joke.
Sorry, I was thinking about stuff.
Did you miss it?
I did, I completely did. I'm sorry. Say it again.
I said, what if the definition of a professional artist is someone who can still make art when they're sad and demotivated?
Then I guess we're all screwed. Like, in all seriousness, mood does have a massive impact on your art.
It does. You can tell when someone, like, has enjoyed what they made versus...
I think that's one of the signs of being burnt out, though, that isn't talked about enough, is the emotional side.
Yeah.
People think that you get burned out just from working too hard, but I think it's also when you run out of the ability to find the passion in what you do because you're emotionally exhausted.
Yeah, more than physically exhausted, you're
mentally exhausted. That's why it's important to take breaks when you can and indulge in the little things that make you happy even if they don't get work done. Because you need that fuel for the fire. I was just thinking about how it'd be cool to have a nice little party to boost everyone's mood. Like a morale party. I think that's why draw piles are fun too. It's because it's kind of like a blowout where you can just draw stupid stuff and it's fine.
Yeah.
I want Edward to be a silhouette in this small form of Alphonse.
David's like, oh my god, I thought I was in the present, but I was just mildly in the past.
Wait, it could have been worse, you know? You could have been on the wrong stream. Trying to comment. The future is now! I'd quite like to see a Jet Set Radio movie. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
If they went completely over the top with it. But I think if they did it like Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Jet Set Radio, Spider-Verse with the neon lights and everything.
I mean, they took a lot of influence from graffiti art when they were crafting Miles's kind of world.
Yeah.
I think, like, mentally, we build up tolerances and resistances, things that we're overexposed to.
Go on.
So I learned once that the way to work through being nervous talking to people was talking to a lot of people, all like not giving a speech to a crowd, although that could help. But having to confront talking to people I didn't know and making conversation with strangers because we had common ground, kind of over a short period of time. It was at a conference. I gradually wore down how nervous I was each time.
Right. So you were essentially you took the plunge and then you found out that it was easier and easier every time.
Yeah. Like with each small failure or each small success, I was able to learn what kind of didn't work, but in a really rapid, short space of time. And by the end of it, I was just sort of like I had a burnout of the kind where my nerves, just like I almost had a noise gate on my nerves where everything below a certain point was just muted.
Right, interesting.
So I think if you're genuinely scared to do something, the best way to overcome it is to do it.
It's a frightening thought. I mean, I think you're right though. It's just the thought of deliberately doing something that scares you is scary.
It is.
So we have a bad tangent going on here that I need to fix. So I'm trying to decide if I should move Alphonse forward. Let me try it, see what happens. So yeah, no, I really need the hand to be breaking the silhouette. I think the hand angle is too close. So I need to move the hand a little bit. I'm struggling because I think the hand angle is creating unwanted line tangents with Alphonse's body.
I went to my sister's birthday party once, and only once.
How old is she?
She was born on May 17th, 1996, so she's gonna be 23 in 2 weeks. And it was around the time that she was maybe 14 or 15, and I would have been like 9 years older than that. In my 20s, going to a birthday party filled with like teenagers who were completely out of my peer group. And the way that I coped with this was I was determined to get high fives from anyone I could. Sort of embrace the awkwardness and be quirky rather than trying to be cool.
You're like an embarrassing uncle.
I was the embarrassing uncle. They started telling people that I was out for the day from prison or like a mental institute. I don't believe anybody believed them.
Maybe I'll have to reference Sonic pose for this. And actually look at it because these sounds like
when I was 15 and in high school, I couldn't really talk to anyone. So it was almost like having a new peer group of 15-year-olds that I was like didn't really care about seeing again. So it gave me like a testing ground of a like a class of 15-year-olds that I could just socially experiment with.
Oh, David, thanks so much. Man, I'm really glad you like it. I'm gonna find that Sonic pose where he's pulling his glove. Check out the hands there. Just because I'm trying not to make too many weird tangents with Alphonse, but I'm having a bit of trouble in that I keep making weird tangents with Alphonse. So...
Make Alphonse way bigger.
If I do that, he'll go completely off the page.
Oh, yeah.
I could make Edward smaller.
Nah.
I don't want to make him too small, though, in terms of the poster size. So, let me see if I can find this piece of Sonic art, and I'll show you guys when I find it so you can see what
Take care, Bryony.
was in my mind.
Oh.
Bye, Bryony.
Tyler's mum, Tyler just came down into his kitchen and his mum got super excited and went, "Oh, it's Cindy and Mike, where have they been?"
Hello, Tyler's mum.
Hello.
We got very overworked and snowed under, so we had to stop streaming for a while. But we're back. With a vengeance. Oh, so he's pulling it very differently. Okay. Let me show you guys. This used to be one of my favourite pieces of art when I was a kid. It's so good.
We've been offered free food.
Whoa! Always take up free food. That's so nice, thank you. It'll be wonderful to meet you sometime.
Yeah.
Let us know if you decide to go to Thought Bubble. That's in Harrogate this year. And we'll be there tabling, selling our wares. I'm
gonna bring a table on my back.
You're gonna bring your own table?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Biot.
Biot.
Biot. Bring your own table.
That makes sense. I'm smart. Okay. Yeah?
We can make a service for artists, convention artists called Biotch, and it's bring your own table carrier handling.
Carrier handling?
Yeah, we'd supply tables for people who want to bring their own table.
We'd supply tables for people who want to bring their own tables.
Yeah, well, we'd make custom tables for the artists.
Oh, wow.
And ship it to the convention.
So we'd be tabling tables.
Yeah.
We'd have a table of tables.
We'd be turning the tables on the conventions.
Okay. This might be the best that I can get it. At least it's isolated the hand out of the composition, which is what I wanted.
No, I ran out of water to keep my cough at bay.
Are you okay?
No, I'm coffee.
Your coffee. Trying to figure out where this hand should go.
I'm gonna flip it.
Oh gosh, I should probably flip mine too.
Flip it!
Okay! I'm gonna flip it.
It'd be cool if we could create some sort of screen shake for the stream when it's gonna flip.
I'm gonna flip it!
If you do that too fast, you'll see your desktop.
What shake? Shake my canvas.
Oh no, I think if you're panning, you're okay.
Okay. Flip the canvas horizontal. Let's do it! Ah! There we go. Okay. Edward's looking a bit weird. Alphonse is okay.
So the reason this works, you all know.
Say it anyway.
Our brains get used to looking at things, and we start to just kind of fix the mistakes in our own head. It's like autocorrect, but visual autocorrect. And flipping an image forces your mind to retake in the information and reprocess it. And that means the errors that had been parsed and previously just fixed for your own perception suddenly get flagged again. And you're able to see it with a fresh take.
See you, Kyla. Have a great time at uni. Get all that learning. Oh, awesome. Just found a picture of Edward from the side, which is extremely useful. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I think anime, there's some kind of rule breaks that happen.
I'm still learning them, man. Like, I still haven't quite got them in my system.
Like, you know that show Promised Neverland? I found the way that they drew profiles, like side views of the characters and that, I always got taken aback because they didn't match the way that they presented them from the front or three-quarter.
Well, they also drew them in a way which was unusual.
Yeah.
It's like every anime artist invents their own rule set, you know? David, you're the master.
We should have an AMA with David, which is just Ask Me Anime.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, it's so difficult.
And we have to schedule it sometime this month because he's not busy.
Because he's free. It's true. He's got nothing on. That guy. His schedule's just an open book.
Open book if the pages were on fire. That was a laugh that turned into me trying not to cough. I don't have just.
I like that laugh.
I got stuck.
What guy got stuck?
I got stuck.
Who did you inhale?
Comparing me to Kirby now.
I think the eyebrow's okay, but the eye needs looking at again.
I keep getting the feeling that it'd be cool if I pushed this knee out.
Well, then maybe you should do it.
Let's try it. Why not? Right?
Right. What power would Doig get if he inhaled Swift? That's a good question. The power
to move you.
The power of panic and tantrums, probably.
I'd probably actually be able to finish projects.
The power to thrash.
To thrash, just right. The obvious answer is that I'd be able to animate, right?
You already can animate.
I can make things move.
Uh-huh. I really like the animations you did for Hollow Knight and for the animated music segment.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought they were beautiful.
Silence because Swift is so quiet. Burn!
How dare! It's so true though. Whenever Doig streams by himself, I'm like, how do you do a stream that's so quiet?
I'm not quiet on the stream.
You're super chill and zen. And I am high strung. And not that.
David said 10 plus points added to charm, minus 5 points from play.
I'm very tall. I'm a tall 5'3". I'll have you know. I stand at a proud 5'3".
I don't think you're 5'3".
A tower of the competition. What do you think I am?
5'2.5".
Excuse me, I'm not shorter. I used to think I was 5'5", but then I measured myself, so I know that I'm 5'3", because that was a hard day. I had to look at myself in the mirror. All over again. Take a long, hard look.
I like having a small girlfriend. You can put things out of their reach. It's
Not
really
small!
funny.
Not small. And I can reach anything I want to because I have determination and the ability to climb.
Oh, we're talking in like feet and inches.
Rolando! 6 feet tall. You're also tall! How are you also tall? Gosh darn it. I'm 6 foot inside. Mike's googling you. There's no escape from him knowing. 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9"-ish.
Still very tall. I'd say you're about 5'7", Mike.
I'm 5'8".
Sure.
I'm either 5'8" or 5'9".
And let you feel small. Oh my goodness. I should probably put some smoothing on this brush. Cool.
So, if I raise the knee up like this, it'd be like...
Sorry, Mike, what was that?
I was just experimenting with raising the knee. I kind of... Nah, I think I'm gonna go back to this.
Oh, wonderful teddy bear hugs. That just sound wonderful. David plumped up pretty quick and then stretched out. That's good. I'm still in the plumping phase myself.
Like a good apple.
I like to think that at some point in the future I'll stretch out. Oh, Edward. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I think every kind of time schedule needs to have a degree of flexibility to it.
Oh, heck yeah. Because things always take longer than you think they will. And unexpected things always come up. For example, I didn't think last week when I was looking at our schedule that I'd be going to a dentist like 3 times, but I did. Had to go get a checkup, had to go get a filling. And, you know, that takes time out. And then there's, you know, food shopping and such things you just don't account for.
Orlando, who else streams at this time? I want to know. Tell me. Okay, cool. You told me.
Cool.
JC Overlord does this cool stuff for Udon, and DS Koopa fixes retro games on his store.
Well, that's cool.
Dave was just, I poop.
I poop, therefore I am. Just seeing how they do his hair, but I'm unable to find a good example, so I'm just going to go for it.
My current pooping book is Bone. It's really good.
Gotta have a pooping book.
You gotta have a pooping book.
Mike and I tend to call it going for a book.
Yep.
As a more demure way to say the same thing.
Got the same vowel sound.
Gotta go poop and read. Poop and read. Monster, poop and read. Nice to meet you.
I wonder if they've ever printed stories or comics on toilet paper. So you read one when you're using it.
Oh, and then wipe your butt with it.
Yeah.
For one-time use. I should keep his hair shape simple there. It works way better. Trying to figure out this fringe shape. I need to find another side picture so I can see what his hair looks like. What does his hair look like?
And do your estimations tend to work out, David, or is it maybe you'll say this will take 3 hours and it'll take 3.5 kind of thing?
From the outside, it seems like you're always very on time with what you say you're going to get done. always time to talk shit. It's all about that he said, she said bullshit. Honestly, I feel like that's been me the past couple of weeks, as my output hasn't been very good for the time I put in.
Yeah. I feel like I've contributed to that because my cough tends to like ruin your concentration.
Writing's definitely been hard. Like in terms of some of the documents I have to do, it's definitely hard to think. But it's not your fault. I just hope that you feel better soon.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure it's just as tiring for you as it is for me. More so, since you have to deal with it at night as well. Do you sleep okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a good rest. Most nights that before this one, there's a period of time where, because I'm lying horizontally, and my for some reason I'm like over producing phlegm and what's the mouth juice called?
Saliva.
That's the one. Over producing saliva. It starts to catch at the back of my throat, and just before I'm about to drop off, I'll start coughing.
Oh.
But the coughing doesn't dislodge what's built up, and so I have to sit up and properly cough.
That sucks, man. Sorry.
I didn't have to do that last night, so it's all good.
I have noticed that you smell way more when you're like lying on your back.
That's a different topic, but sure.
Well, I mean, it's to do with phlegm and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know. I think snoring is to do with like how constricted your airways are.
Yeah, and that will affect your coughing, won't it?
Yeah. Hello, Elaine.
Ooh, what was the advice that David just gave? Because I feel like I need it too. Do you hear me?
Sorry, what did you say?
Nothing. I'll look.
What were you wanting me to look at?
I was wondering what David's advice was, so I'm going to find it.
Robot Noodles asks, how do you put that color background behind your document? Your orange background.
Oh, you can use the preferences in Photoshop to choose which colour.
I think it's just if you right click on that area, you can choose.
Whoa! I didn't know that. That's way faster. Thanks, Mike.
India has some sort of like bright, luminous thing. I can't work like that because of like the way colors interact when they're adjacent to one another. If I had my canvas right next to like a really bright yellow, it'll offset all the other hues. I never did get that reference for the hips, so I'm gonna go do that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, boy, reference is super important.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do some clothes. I might tweak the hair later, but for now I'll leave it the way it is. This music's so sad.
Can skip it if you want.
No, I mean it's nice, it's just sad. Don't know why my brush keeps doing that thing where it goes massive all of a sudden.
I'm not sure about that one.
See, I want a harsher line for his hood.
Caroline.
Bolder lines.
I think maybe I need to sort of lengthen this portion just a touch.
Yeah, have a great breakfast down there.
That feels a bit better to me.
Is that better? I think it is. I think the sleeve is better with the opening angled the other way. Because it adds a bit more contrast with the angle of the background hand. That's my thought anyway, so I'm going to change it to that.
Cool.
I just have to figure out what the hoo-ha's going on with this arm. And now I need to look at what his cool arm looks like. So what are you guys up to today anyway? Haven't asked you yet.
Later, I'm not.
Oh, wait a second. I do need to decide which his robot arm is. Haha! Okay. His robot arm is the arm closest. Which means that in order for the glove pull to work, it needs to be the one closest to screen, which means this has to be the orientation of the final image. Unless he's wearing both his gloves, but it might be nice to give him his robot hand pulling his glove. What do you think?
So which hand is the robot hand?
The one closest to the screen at the moment.
No, just in general. Left, right.
His right.
Okay. Right, yeah, so the closest one would be his in that orientation.
In this orientation it would be his robot arm. Which is the only one which will make sense pulling the glove on, really.
Yeah.
Like, it would either be he has gloves on both hands, or he's pulling on his glove with his robot hand.
I think go with that, yeah.
Pulling on his glove with his robot hand.
Yeah.
Gives me leave to put his other glove in his mouth, potentially.
Yeah.
Like he's putting them both on.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I need to find some reference of his robot hand! Awesome. Let me see. Edward Elric robot arm.
There's a name for it, isn't there?
For his arm?
Yeah. It's like...
Automail.
Yeah, automail, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what it is! Oh. You know when you're drawing your own fan art and then you see someone else's fan art and it's fucking beautiful and you're like, ah! Why am I even bothering?
Because only you can draw what you can draw.
Well, here we go. Ugh. It's just such a beautiful design. It's... Oh, I love his arm so much.
I love his arm.
Edward, I love you for your arm.
I heard the word name Edward, but in my head I started thinking about Robert.
I started thinking about what?
The clip from our Let's Play about Robert, which I won't say.
That Dream Daddy Let's Play that we are currently editing.
Yeah.
I might have to use this person's fan art as reference because it's much bigger and closer than any of the other. Oh wait! That looks like official art. Okay, cool. It's not slow draw. Damn it. Okay. Let's just go for it. And
Wait,
then
did
we'll make
we...
corrections later.
Did we drop for a second?
Thanks, David. I'm trying to add a bit of variation to it. You know, like I'd like his cloak to have heavier lines than his face and the rest of him. Because it's heavier material, so I feel like heavier lines suit it, you know. Okay, let's get that automail roughed in.
Rolando, are those two people that you saying were streaming at the same time? Are they still going? I'm gonna go follow them, I think.
Oh, cool.
They might be good people to raid after after we're done.
That's true.
We don't have any viewers on Twitch, so I won't do it today, but
eventually.
Sure stream.
I might have to thicken up his wrist a bit, because his automail has a bloom towards the wrist. I need to lengthen this as well.
We usually stream last. Gotcha. Yeah, none of the people that I follow are streaming right now. And I follow a bunch.
interesting. I don't follow that many, I don't think. Like, I follow 7 or so people.
Mm-hmm. No one streams at this time. Well,
We do.
I lie. I lie because, like, obviously things are going on Twitch, but no one I know. Let's see. Is it now art? Art creatives, yeah. You know what? There are people there.
Yeah. I'm sure. How close are these knuckles together? I think they're a bit closer than I've drawn them. Need to make them bigger.
Cheers, Rolando.
Thank you. I think your line work is beautiful, David. Like, truly spectacular. I love looking at your line work. It's so sharp. Like, it's beyond me how you manage to do it on such a tight deadline. Sorry for the frequent pauses. I'm trying desperately to find some good reference for the automail here. I found a lot of cosplays of it, but what I really want to find is an official image of it. You know, official artwork, so I can see how it looks in a series rather than how people have built it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, this one's good. This one's great. Look at this. Yeah, it's slightly different from the way I've drawn it here. Whoever drew this fan art, maybe adjusted it a little bit.
I was saying it's cool. Overlord JC likes hanging out with a lot of artists at different skill levels. They share art on the stream and they give feedback to one another and have fun talking about the process.
That sounds great.
Follow. Cool. That's curious. I'm curious now. David said that the only artist that he follows that live streams is us, but he gets too derailed watching other artists draw.
I get that.
So do we not derail you? Are we just too pottering around?
Cool, these are inlays, I see. I get what you mean, David. I also get too derailed. Either that or I just don't watch them at all. And just listen, in which case I actually feel like I'm wasting my time, because I feel like if I'm looking at an artist draw, I should be looking at them draw, you know? think all the knuckles are the same size, so I'm gonna have to fix that.
It's just more like the we're able to talk, so it's more like having a conversation and streaming art primarily. Yeah, no, I think I get you.
That's true. It's more just like a hangout or something. I'm quickly learning that every single piece of art seems to draw its automail differently, so it's not the easiest thing to work out. Like, his thumb is different in every picture I look at. What does the thumb look like? I'm gonna have to just double check it, I think. Yeah, I need to fix it because the hand pose isn't reading very clearly anymore. Let's just improvise a little bit, shall we?
I am super rust, so I'm gonna. Oh, cool, Rolando. Rolando says it feels as though you and I are the art process that they wish they had in their life.
Oh, well, you do have us in your life.
We exist, honest.
I love you guys.
I miss streaming a lot. Like,
yeah.
Having an outlet for doing art.
It's so nice to just hang out and chat. Hear what everyone's up to. Share struggles with one another as well.
Yeah, problem shared is a problem
solved.
Yeah.
We wish. But, you know, it can help.
It can help if someone's went through the same process and they're maybe on the other side of it. Like getting the guidance, like a map, some route to try. It may or may not necessarily work for you, but it might, and the chance that it will is way better.
Not like I care. Sundar stream.
What David was talking about with that sometimes he just keeps the stream on for viewership. I think if we made a strategic plan to have like regular viewers on our Twitch side, it might help it grow.
But why are you so concerned about the Twitch side growing right now?
I'm not concerned about Twitch for any other reason than I think it's a nice platform to find viewers that like streams.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the way that if you search the category that we're streaming in, they list them in order of current viewers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like most subscribed or anything. So if like you will be at the bottom if you have like one viewer.
Yeah.
But you'll be further up and more findable if you have that kind of dedicated viewership.
Mm-hmm.
And through that it grows. So I think if we had 3 to 4, we're more likely to get seen, and that'll naturally build.
Yeah.
That's all.
I get you. Yeah, we were considering going for Twitch affiliate at one point recently. But
I think you like the idea of being able to rerun streams at a more convenient time for like American audiences.
Yeah, I definitely do. The kicker though is just that if we became Twitch affiliates, we wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube at all anymore.
Yeah, which isn't something we want to do.
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth trying to take it the most use from the way Twitch is structured.
Do you think you can embed images into YouTube descriptions?
No. I don't think so. Why do you ask, though?
Just because it might be possible, and I was wondering. Because I think it would be... one of the things I like about Twitch is the little icons underneath when you go to look for information about the streamer.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I was thinking about if it would be possible to get that on YouTube. I don't know if people have just not tried or whether it's not possible.
I don't think it's an HTML active like text box.
Right.
It's a good idea though, because I do agree that having those little like emojis or panels or whatever helps add flourish.
Yeah.
Alright, Rolando. Bye bye.
See you, Rolando. Go get some good sweet. It's almost the weekend, guys.
Tis.
We missed you too, Rolando. We missed everyone. Missed just being able to hang out with you all in the mornings. It's like the best way to wake up.
Yeah. Catching up with friends. Night night, Rolando.
And the sleep shape. Damn it all to hell! Trying to find the one which feels good. That'll do for now. Can fix it more later. So one thing I'm learning, I think, is to be less precious about every single line. And that if I leave it and come back to it later, I'll sometimes find that I was just getting too caught up.
You enjoying the playlist?
I am, yeah. It's a nice one. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, one of the benefits of it is like finding similar works. Like it kind of points you in the direction of more things you want to listen to?
Yeah, I don't know about that cloak. Might have to workshop that a little bit.
What are you unsure about?
I want it to seem like it's blowing. I guess I could just do that. It feels like I should show the edge of it a little bit, so that it feels different to Alphonse's cloak in the back there.
Hello. Cough cough. Hello, Fatty Mission.
Hello.
Yeah, I think to show that it's flowing, there'll be forces acting on it. So maybe think of like the wind as little pockets of air, little spheres that are pushing against it. I saw an animator do that once, where they had like a flag flowing, and they had like circles that were blowing, like random sizes and stuff, and then animate the flag around those.
Thank you. Immediately helpful. How do plats even do? That's my next challenge.
How do plats?
Yeah.
You could look up tutorial on plaiting hair.
Yeah.
And really understand how the different parts are separated and twisted together.
Let's see. I'm going to type in plait over shoulder. Because I know how to do a plait. So I know how it works, but how to draw it. All these pretty people.
So how do you do a plait? Is it like 3 parts or 2 parts?
3 parts.
So you separate into like 3 main strands?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then you just keep crossing them over the middle. And as you cross it over the middle, a new part becomes the middle, and you just keep crossing the left and the right and the left and the right and the left and right over the middle strand.
Hello, Painless, and hello, a random vegetable. Are you in a US time zone? I mean, if we're keen on our streams, we usually start about 2 hours earlier than this.
Indeed.
India is drawing Metal Alchemist. Yeah.
I am.
Half Metal Alchemist. I jest.
There we are. I found some reference.
And I'm just doing like a figure study just to practice that a bunch. I've not drawn figures in a long time.
Who knew that plats were so hard to draw?
The what?
Plats were so hard to draw.
Renaissance artists, probably. Figured that out a while ago.
Yeah.
What do you usually like to draw? Around a vegetable? Back when you did?
These aren't animations. We're doing some fan art today. But we normally animate on Mondays and Tuesdays. If you're interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah, India's an animator, and I'm a like illustrator / colorist. So we work together on animations as are independently Make some words.
Are you okay?
We are freelance animators.
We are.
I work professionally.
But in the mornings, we warm up by saying hello to our friends and doing a morning stream. So it's morning for us because we're in Ireland.
Yeah.
Although I know it's probably not morning for a lot of you guys. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we're going to Kilkenny Animation Festival again this year. Don't know if we could see what time it's on. I'd forgotten, to be honest, that it was on. But we should check that out and see what time.
Oh, we met you at Kilkenny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google your name to see.
I think we're thinking to go to the Derry Comics Festival, though. For sure. Not 100% on Kilkenny yet.
Let's see if you are who I think you are.
Now I'm thinking back to Edward Elric reference, so I can see what the end of his ponytail looks like. Sorry, then it's flat. So I want to see how they draw it. Oh, they give you a flat end. Interesting. Okay.
You were the brown kid, Elle's friend. Gotcha. Cool. Hello.
Hello. Cool to see you again. But yeah, we'd love to go back. If we are in time.
Are they doing the animation festival again?
I'm assuming so. We probably just have to look it up and see when it's on and everything.
Yeah, I would think so.
I might have to shrink this back.
It's in September, okay. Cool. Yeah, we might pop over.
It'd be nice to see you and say hi to some other friends as well. Do-do-do-do.
It's so nice to be able to listen to music that just goes and not worry.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
The reference has this really nice cast shadow from the arm down the torso here. I'm gonna try and get that to work. First, let's get the shape of the legs in. So it's kind of like this angle.
Yeah, Elle is awesome. She's a constant inspiration. You know, I wish I could take classes from her. If she had the confidence to give them, I'd be signing up.
She gives great feedback.
Mm-hmm. You know, maybe I won't give it a flat end, even though that's what it is. Because I quite like the way the plat's coming out with a slightly more tapered end.
Yeah. Go with your gut, Swift. We did watch Mob Psycho 100, both seasons.
Yes.
It is a great show.
Hello, a random vegetable. It's a great name.
Could you imagine if they discovered a new vegetable now?
I bet we would. I bet that happens a lot, actually.
You reckon?
Yeah.
If you could invent a vegetable, or if you could discover one, I guess, what would you want to discover, and what would you call it, and what would it be like?
I would want to discover a sweet vegetable.
A sweet one, okay.
Yeah, like a dessert vegetable.
Like a sweet potato.
Like a carrot.
Yeah,
But I'd want the inside to be creamy.
Creamy?
Yeah. Like I'd want it to be like eating a hazelnut or something. Or a chestnut. Where there's a taste of creaminess to it.
Okay, so not like consistency.
And sweet with a slight fizz. And it would have a purple knobbly exterior that you have to peel like an avocado. And it would be called the pamplemousse.
The pamplemousse. Okay, that's...
How about you?
Well, that was very well put together.
Thank you.
Have you discovered that before?
No.
Le pamplemousse.
The pamplemousse. But you would make all kinds of desserts with it. You know, mainly I just want to invent a vegetable that is really sweet and tasty to eat.
Hello.
So that I can eat it without feeling like I'm rotting my insides every time I do.
Buffy. Cat.
She wants something to do with us.
No. What would I invent?
Okay.
Are peppers vegetables? Or are they something else?
Yes, they are, Mike.
Okay, I'd probably invent... I'd probably invent something similar to a pepper, but... Oh, sorry, I would discover. But then... the inside of it would be...
Meat.
Just a stuffed pepper filled with meat. No, I think that would be horrifying if you cut into a pepper and there was just like
meat. Yeah.
Stew in there. Oh, I didn't see the teddy cat. No.
I didn't either. Can you post it again? It's not too much trouble. Oh, maybe I want this. Maybe I want his chest to be in front of his... Yeah, that makes more sense. Fair enough. All my work for nothing.
Would the meat be cooked? No.
Oh, come on.
What? What, would the meat be cooked? How would that...
Raw meat would be awful. What if it was a vegetable where the skin reacted to being cooked corrosively? So when you cut the skin, it generates heat that cooks the inside. So you cut it and it steams as it opens.
That's cool. Why are you so good at food?
I think about food a lot. Thinking about it right now. Sorry, I didn't let you get to your actual thought though. So, there's a pepper.
Well, now I'm thinking that there's little gas pockets in it, and that if you like puncture it, it releases inside.
Yeah.
And then fills up, and then like marinades the inside or caramelizes the inside of the pepper. It's kind of like what you said, but with gas.
I see. A farty pepper.
It's not farty pepper. No. And I'd call it a Papa Jack.
Papa Jack. That's
Yeah.
very good. Pumper Jack. Papa Jack.
Not Papa Jack. Papa Jack.
Bark, bark, bark.
A thermal vegetable. Yeah.
Oh no, the cat video tweet got removed.
Too much adorableness.
Why would they remove a cat video? It's what the internet thrives on.
A pooper.
A pooper.
Because it's a pepper.
I like it.
Fuck you guys.
Pooper Jack.
Well, yours would be called a Pumplemoose.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No, you said Pumplemoose.
I said Pumplemoose.
How's your thing going?
It's going okay. I need to now find a transmutation circle.
Are you just gonna, like, use it?
Am I going to use it?
Or are you gonna draw it?
I'm going to draw it.
Wow.
Because it's going to be distorted on my glove. Oh no! The transmutation circles are on the outside of the gloves? Surely not. No, they're not. There we are. That's the picture I was looking for. Trying to convince me they're on the outside. Ha!
Aren't they on the back of their hands?
Nope. I think they're on the back of one of the Alchemist's hands, but not on Edward's. But Edward's on the inside of his hands.
Does he have, like, the sign on his, like, automail? Is that how he does what he does?
But you're just gonna have to watch it, aren't you?
That's what I guess.
I'll spell pooper. What? Aw, Haddock, what was it doing? Why would they remove something so adorable from the internet? We need it.
It suddenly became the prototype for the new Sonic model, and so it fell under NDA.
It's under NDA now.
Just thought, imagine they released the Sonic movie, but they just removed Sonic from every scene.
Just not the Sonic movie anymore.
Yeah. The only way to truly win at Sonic is to remove Sonic. It's no use. Everybody wins.
A disturbing trend that I've noticed in the recent Sonic comics I've bought is that the characters are all saying things that that used to be things they were made fun of for saying. It's like they're memeing themselves.
No, don't become self-aware.
Yeah, like Silver says in his strip, "It's no use." Robotnik says in his strip, "Get a load of this."
No.
It's like they're just absorbing the pop culture and regurgitating it back to us.
It's like you've already said that.
It's like, please don't. Just be yourselves. Just make a cool comic.
Of course, the people who don't know, and they're like, yeah, cool. People who do know are like,
get a load of this! A random vegetable. It's a mystery to everyone. I showed my dad, and he thought the same. He was like, Sonic's design is so good. Why would they create a movie with the character and then change the design?
is Sonic in Wreck-It Ralph 2 or 1?
Both.
Yeah, I guess they just made him look like the game character because he's meant to be the game character.
Yeah.
He looks like a ditto with fur.
Does a little bit, actually. Okay, so he would have his shirt join.
You never answered the question, I don't think, about what game. No, you did. You said Jet Set Radio. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you answered it because you said Soul Reaver. What about you guys? If you could turn any video game into a movie, what video game would you like to see as a movie?
I mean, it would be a great adaptation. But just because, I don't know.
Have you had it with the bad looking Sonic the Hedgehog movies?
You know.
Why is your shirt different in this one picture than in every other picture?
Because he changed his shirt.
I just drew it. And now I've drawn it wrong.
Characters can change their shirts, you know.
No. I do actually like it when characters change their clothes, it makes more sense. But that is not the shirt I drew. Okay. Draw a different shirt now.
Whoa, Dragon's Dogma is getting a Netflix adaptation. I did not know that. I have never got
Oh,
past
that's interesting.
the start of that game. An anime adaptation. That's cool.
What, Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah.
I still really like to play that.
Me too.
I think it's up my alley for sure.
I wish it was co-op.
Yeah, that would be freaking cool. That'd be really fun to play with you.
Yeah, Skyrim. I can see Skyrim working. Oh man. I wonder if they did a Skyrim film, do you reckon they would do like an accidental Fus Roda where you just like destroy a table or something?
They'd definitely put Fus Roda in it. How could they resist?
I accidentally Fus Roda like a Jarl once and I was like, oh dear.
Well, I'm running out of town.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
I wish I could say that I leaned into it, but I think I reloaded my save.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think he has some kind of metal seal here. From what I can see. It's strange, like it's completely different in one story to the next. How exactly this collar works.
I just imagine like a little metal submarine seal. When you said he's got a metal seal here, I was like, oh.
Not quite.
Would it have a little springy tummy so it can bounce around?
I'm sure. Okay, let's just go for it and put the metal seal in, and if it's wrong, well then, I'm sorry.
They're probably doing that to wait. If they're doing that, are they also bring up the whole cloud price? If so, no.
What's that now?
Adobe is planning on doubling their price for Photoshop subscriptions.
Really?
That's what Fahimation said.
Oh no, come on. I can't afford to pay all these different subscriptions for these different programs. Like, I already need Storyboard Pro, and I need Photoshop, and I need Toon Boom for my work.
Yeah.
But I can't afford all these subscriptions every month. It's way too much.
Don't do it, Dob.
You will make me go to different programs if you do that. I'm talking to a dope, by the way, not you guys in the chat. You all in the chat who are raising the prices. You've invoked my ire. It really is expensive enough as it is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've been a loyal customer for many years. Please, just let us have it for the price it is at the minute. Or lower.
Yeah, lower it. You'll probably get more customers if you lowered it.
I think they're worried about representation, aren't they? Like, if we lower the price, does that make us then look cheaper and less good? Do we look desperate? I mean, the answer is no, you look kind, but
yeah,
I'm sure that that's not how the people who are calling the shots will see it. I want to put in some colours because I'm excited, even though it's not, the line art isn't finished, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And you'll just have to deal with me being excited about putting colours on it. The question is, what do I do in the background? Do I do some kind of like slightly blurry, cindery, glowy, like flamey, ashy epicness, where it's like they're standing on a battlefield and cinders are blowing past them? Or do I stick a transmutation circle glowing behind them?
I like the first one.
Like they're on a battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some weird colour choices. And you guys will see that I'm not great with colour, but I'm gonna do it because I think it would be cool to try something unusual.
Cool.
So I'm gonna
Shrek for the background, just saying.
just Shrek's face. Oh,
sorry for cough.
Let's see. Is David still here? I'm not sure. David, if you are still here, when you are doing the shading for your images, do you draw it with the line art in the line art phase? Or is that a pass that you do later on after you've done the base colours? I'm interested in the order in which you do things.
I think in any order he does them, he probably has another layer for them.
Mm-hmm.
David says, hi.
Hi.
Draws it after he does the line art.
Okay, but before you put the base colours on. Or before you do the line work. How does that even...
David's tired, okay?
Does it differ depending on just how you're feeling?
Depends on whether he's pooped or not.
Ah, like most things in life.
See you, Hardick.
See you, Hardick. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day.
Just do it when you want to do it, yeah.
I'm just interested in how David does it.
You just said it's arbitrary and does it whenever.
Okay. I don't have to be too neat. I need to tell myself that. I'm just splashing some colours on to see how it will look.
We ran out of music.
No, my goodness! We are running a bit late, actually. I think we got a bit caught up.
Yeah, I figured you wanted to at least get like the first solid chunk of your design done.
Sorry, guys. Like, we were meant to end at 9.
Yeah.
It is nice and fun to work on something completely different, though. Hey David, do you tend to, when you're colouring, use the brush like I am now? where I like actually paint, or do you do what Mike does and lasso things instead, and then use the fill bucket?
One time we should get David on the microphone. Are you able to talk late at night, or is it kind of like faux pas, kind of you should be quiet kind of deal?
Yeah.
Because it might save David having to type and let him keep doing what he needs to do.
That's true. Sorry, David.
Sorry for the loud cough.
How could you? I trusted you.
He's asking you to repeat your last question.
I was asking you if when you colour things, whether you use the brush like I do and just paint in, or whether you lasso and then use the fill tool like Mike does.
We all know which method's superior.
Do we?
Yeah.
I like the feeling of painting. Like it's a kind of therapeutic thing. Because it takes me as long to outline something, I think.
Well,
but I enjoy the motion of painting.
Like, I can select this space really fast and fill it with the colour faster than you can probably paint it.
Yeah, but you've gone outside the lines and stuff there and inside the lines and other parts.
Wow.
Whereas,
yeah.
I mean, I know that's exactly what I'm doing right now is going outside the lines, but if I was doing it properly, I would be a lot neater right now than I'm being. Ink tool plus fill tool. Oh, interesting. So you create a path and then fill that.
Oh, you use Clip Studio.
Did you just snort? Oh, you can show me. I don't know if we can screen share right now because that's the way that we're doing this call. I'm looking at Mike for his opinion on this.
We could totally screen share with David right now.
Could we?
Yeah, I can just make sure that I keep sharing yours.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool, maybe.
Invite David to the call. Hang on. Yeah, no, actually, angry.
Mike's just finding David. And then David will be invited.
Join call. And then you'll have to share your screen again, which you're already doing, and then I click on your icon. Nope, I click on your icon. And then you can see what he's sharing. But the stream can't.
Alright, vegetable.
See you, vegetable.
Have a great day. I see you.
So
David is just drawing. He's doing some sketching. of a shape that he's going to fill, I'm assuming.
But he's not talking. Okay, cool.
He doesn't want to talk to the likes of us.
I mean, David, do you mind if I share your screen? Because if you're giving to tuition, I don't know.
Yes, actually, do feel free, if it's okay with David, to share that rather than me for a little bit. Cool, thanks.
Go for it. Okay. And that way...
Because I'm just filling in stuff. I don't see what I'm doing.
Let's see. So that's how it's worked. Okay, you are watching David draw.
David Liu now live.
That's cool. I like the fact that we can now just have like guest people jump in.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Cool. Okay, he going.
There he goes.
And you're able to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
If you click on his screen, it'll be bigger for you.
Okay.
Double click. And then you can full screen that.
I don't want to lose my chat window.
Fair enough.
Oh no! David's pen pressure died.
Okay. Let me switch back if you don't want to show stuff.
I think he's okay. I think he said that he can still pull it off.
Okay. Amazed.
I think David's computer has a bit of trouble handling a bunch of stuff. Our computers are also on their last legs, I think.
Mine just needs some like storage. Like not removed, retrieved, salvaged, retaken, reappropriated. I'm gonna start the music playlist again.
Keep my eyeballs on David's screen just in case. Awesome, there's an Aaron.
There's an Aaron?
Yeah. For a short time on screen there was an Aaron picture.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. I wonder if he's gonna use that instead. Since his pen brush is dead.
Gotcha. Hello, Trumpet Cat.
Pretty. Okay, cool. We're back in business. That's really cute. It reminds me a bit of Frisk from Undertale.
I think that is Frisk from Undertale.
That would explain it. Adorable.
I'm gonna go for some food.
Okay.
You little trumpet. You little trumpet.
This is awesome. Getting to see you ink live. Hey Swiggity Swoot! Welcome! The screen you're seeing at the minute belongs to David Liu. He's showing me how he normally shades and fills. In fact, just fills, I think. He's showing me how he normally fills the colour on the characters. Because I've been wondering how different artists do it. And I'm a big fan of David's work. How are you doing, Swifty? Okay, so that's the inking layer.
I return.
Welcome back. Okay, so he's put a base coat in, like a value blocking pass.
Ah, cool.
Oh, awesome. So you're using the magic wand tool to select, and you're making sure it can see all the layers. So it's selecting the areas inside the line art, even though you're not on the line art layer.
Yeah.
Chew! Clever.
I did that.
Yeah. I've seen you do that on Coda.
Is that the demo over?
I mean, that's fair if it is.
Oh, he's doing lighting now.
Nice. Alright, well, I hope you're well, Swifty.
Yeah.
Mike's
Just in
a bit
time.
ill. Sorry, Mike. Go on.
I was gonna say you're just in time for a little impromptu tutorial
Yeah,
from David Liu.
thanks so much, David. Okay, cool.
Can you read out what David just said?
I don't see what David just said.
Oh, I thought you were replying to okay, cool to David, but
No, I was just looking at the screen.
right, gotcha.
So David drew the highlight for the hair in the colour he intended to use for the highlight,
right,
and then
gotcha.
filled that in. And now he's doing a secondary highlight.
Nice.
There it is. And now the cheeks, presumably in the colour that he's going to use. Yeah, and he's just filling that in on the layer that he is drawing them on.
Really cool. Really fast as well.
Yeah, David is fast. He says that he's not, but I'm talking about in comparison to like my regular speed of drawing, which I'm hoping to speed up with, thanks to David's influence.
Yeah, I think if you use those methods more.
I did not see how he just outlined that shading though. But I can watch this back, it's a good thing. Let's see what we did. Oh, thanks so much, David. He's given us a snip of all the layers.
Cool. Come on.
You are a superstar.
Come on. Hey, Tyler.
Oh, hey, Tyler. Are you at uni right now?
Oh, come on. So tired of Photoshop freezing.
I'm tired of your shit. Thanks so much, David. That was awesome.
Cool.
Nice job.
Okay, switching back to Swifty.
Umberto?
What would be interesting as well is that because when you're in a big group call with people sharing screens, when people are talking, it switches to them. We could have like a group stream stream where it's like a bunch of people drawing at the same time and it would just switch between them.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, good luck with your music video, Tyler. Make it cool.
Yeah, sort of, Tyler. Not the server one, but just in general, I've I can now get OBS to pick up Discord, and it makes sharing what people are talking about visually really
Much easier.
much easier. Yeah.
Ah, awesome. Thanks, David. The battle just came through. We should probably head off ski with that.
Okay.
I need to finish this next week.
Sounds good.
Next time that we do a fan art stream. I'd anticipate it will take like maybe 3 sessions to finish or something.
Including this one?
Yeah.
Cool.
So another one to rough in his brother, And then a last one to neaten everything up.
Sounds great. What do you reckon the thumbnail for this one should be?
It could be either of the pieces that we've done.
I think yours would be better.
Okay. Sure thing, I'm happy for either.
I switched to doing a study because I thought I was kind of detracting from what I was doing, so I was trying to get in a bit of practice.
Oh, fair enough. What do you mean detracting from what you were doing?
I was trying to invent shapes that I wasn't too familiar with the hips and stuff, so I found a pose that was kind of similar to what I had. So I could like do that in the meanwhile.
Okay. Oh.
What?
I accidentally hit colorize on it, and I think I like it better. Let me duplicate it. And create clipping mask, and I'm gonna do it to this new layer. And then I'm gonna do a medium between the two. There we go. That's nice.
Oh man, I did the face like way too small. Keep doing that.
Alright, dude. You ready?
1 sec.
I can't hear you.
1 second.
Oh.
Okay. We are gonna end the stream there, folks. It's been a blast, and thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We'll be back on Monday, continuing to work on the Savage Town animation that we're working on.
Yeah.
And that's about it, really. I hope you have a great weekend.
And may the rest of it
be filled
with
adventure.
adventure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.